Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully insert our multi images, right? I hope you like it very much. Right now, we are able to upload the multiple images at a time. Now, in this video, I want to get our all that data, that multiple images data from our multi images table. I want to get it in our dashboard, that means in our backend. So if you want to get it, first of all, we have to create another menu. Like let's do that work. For doing this in our sidebar, I want to create another menu. I simply copy it and I paste it. So that will be as a all. Okay, I make it as all multi image, and I want to create one of the new route as all multi image. Great. So now let's create it. That will be on the get method, right? I simply copy it. Better I copy it, and then I paste it. So that will be on the get method, and then our name I name it as a all multi image. I copy it, then that will be as all multi image. That's our name route, and I name it as all. Okay, all multi image. I want to create one of the new method as all. Okay, all multi image. Perfect. Now let's create our all multi images in our admin, that is a about controller. So into this about controller, after that is store multi image. I want to create another new one. That will be a public, and then function and our method. Okay, so that will be our method, and I want to make it as a and method. So in particular that position, what exactly we have to do? We have to get all the data from our multi image, right? So now I simply first of all take one of the variable. I name it as all multi image. Okay, that will be another variable, and now I want to get all the data from our which table? I want to get it from our multi image table. Right now that will be as a multi image. With this table I want to get all data, so that will be as a all. Okay, I simply get all the data. I get it, and now I want to return one of the view page. So that will be as a return one of the view page in our admin folder. I have already created one of the another folder. If you go to our admin, there is about page. Right now I make it as about page, and into this about page area I want to create another new file as a all underscore multi image. Okay, so this type of one of the page now I want to create, and here I have already get all that our data from our multi images. Take the things with this variable. Now we have to pass it. So if you want to pass it, we have to pass it with the compact method, right? So that is our compact, and now I want to pass it. Great. Okay, I hope it's very much clear to you. So now we have to do in our admin, in our about page, admin about page, I want to create on the new file as a all multi image. Okay, here I want to create on the new file. Now click as a save as. I name it as a all multi image .blade.php. Great. So here that will be one of the list page, right? For the list page I want to do, if you go to, first of all I want to take our common thing. I want to get that our extended will be here, and also I want to make it as a and section. So then that will be as a and section, right? That is a and section. I hope you already know about it. And also our common two of this div, I copy both of these div, and now in our multi images here I paste it, and also we have to finish it, one div and another div. Great. So after that, then that will be as a row. Okay, row, and now I want to load one of the data table. If you go to our backend theme, into this backend theme, if you go to the table, and if you go to the basic table, and also there is another one as a data table. So into this data table, that is very much interactive one of the table. You can see by default that is the designation is available. So here designation is available, and also if you want to search by the same any name, automatically it will be get that data. Okay, you can see it's automatically get that data. If you want to search by the London, like only that London data will be loaded. Okay, so that is one of the data table. Perfect. Now I want to load that data table. Okay, I want to load this data table, and they have the different type of data table in here. Right now I want to load one. Okay, I want to load one. So if you want to load it, first of all I want to inspect it. So that is in our table, and then data table.html. Okay, here also one things you have to understand, like when you access that as a table data table, also we have to take some of the CSS file. If you go to our table and then data table.html, if you go to our backend theme, so that is our backend theme. Into this backend theme, that is our data table. You can see if you go to the backend, that is our table, and then the table data table. Now I want to open it with our sublink text editor. Right now all that file in here, right now we don't need this any CSS. Okay, here CSS will be just like that same, only they have some of the table JS file maybe. If you go the responsive, you can see there is one of the data table field. Okay, so there is one of the data table as init.js. Here also we have to add it, and responsive data table, so there is another one as a data table, there is also another one as a data table. So here only we need some of the file for the specific data table. There is a required data table JS. You can see there is a two of these required file, so I simply copy both of these. Better I copy that with that our comment out, I copy it, and now we have to add it in our all page. That means in our admin, into this admin, and our master, into this master area. I want to add it after this. Okay, after this, but I want to add it. There is our data table 2 of this file, and also we need, okay, also we need that another one as a database init. So I simply copy it, and then I want to take it. Okay, I simply take it. Also now we have to update our URL. Our URL path will be same. Okay, that will be the same procedure that I have done before as an asset, and then that will be our backend, right? So that is a backend file, and then that will be our asset. So now I want to better copy it, because we have to also update in our asset area. Here we have to update. Okay, so now I want to update that asset.js. I cut it, paste it, and then another one, that is another one as a data table bootstrap 4 means CSS, and also I want to take another one. Okay, I simply take it. Great, now that should be work. Okay, now that should be work. Now I just click as a save all, and now if you go to our page, and that is on the row data I want to take, but I want to open with the inspect. Okay, with this inspect I want to check our row. Our row will be needed, right? So I simply select one row. Okay, I select one row, and you can see row is selected. So I simply copy it with the edit HTML. I copy it, and now in our page, in our all multi image plate, here I want to paste it. Okay, I simply paste it. So they have so many data. Now I want to actually minimize it. Okay, I want to minimize it as per our demand. First of all, I want to make it little bit left side. I want to make it little bit left side. So that is the left side. Great. Now you can see that is our row. Perfect. So now there is our data table, and then there is on the date is started, and then there is on the tr. Okay, there is another tr. So there is also another tr. Perfect. It's not actually locative. If you go to our data table, into this data table area, here actually that is organize all that code perfectly, right? There is organize all that code perfectly. Better I want to do, if you go our data table.html, and then there is on the id. I want to find out our main part. So that is actually the vertical left menu. We don't need this left menu. I only want to find out our data table, where exactly that is actually started. You can see there is a main content, and then main content, and then there is our page content, right? I have already loaded, and there is a page content and the content fluid. I want to minimize our main that is a page content. Yeah, you can see there is a page content, and here I want to take it. Okay, I simply take it as the end of this page content. You can see now I want to copy it. Right now we don't need this. Better I remove everything. Okay, I remove everything, and also I remove it. Perfect. So now here I want to paste it. Now that is actually organize all that file, which is totally fine. Now if you want to check it, click as a save all, and now I want to go there in our backend. Now click as a refresh. Now that should be another menu as a all multi image. If you select as a all multi image, yes, you can see our data table is successfully loaded. Okay, our data table is loaded. If you search with the Tokyo, if they have any data as a Tokyo, you can see it's now successfully get this data. So I only want to take one part, and rest of this I want to remove. There is a button example. Right now our main data table will be not needed. I hope you get that idea. I simply take our main content part, which is totally fine. That is our multi images. Okay, into this multi images I want to search by the name as a button example. You can see there is another row. So there is another row. I want to minimize this row. There is another row. There is another row. I only want to take one row. Okay, you can see there is another row, and there is also another one. There is also another one. Perfect. So that is our AND row. I simply remove all that row. Okay, I simply remove all that row. Right now there is only one row is here. Now click as a save all. Now that should be remove all the data. Click as a refresh. You can see right now there is only one. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So right now I want to update it. So that will be not the data table. I want to update. So that is our p tag. That is a table as a data table. So I make it that will be as a multi-image all. Okay, that will be as a multi-image all. And Dave, we don't need this. I remove it, and also I remove it. Okay, now there is a default table. I name it as a multi-image all. Here also I want to name it as a multi-image all, and also they have some of the paragraph. Paragraph means actually there is actually one of the paragraph. I don't need this paragraph. I remove it. Now click as a save all. If you refresh it, you can see after the 10 posts, our designation will be executed. For the data table, everything is now clean. Now I want to remove some of the demo data. If you want to remove it, right now there is our tr, right? There is a tr, and then the t body. I only want to take one, and rest of tr I want to remove. Okay, I want to remove all the demo data. So there is a tr is ended, and tr another one. I simply remove it. Right now there is only one data. If you now click as a save all, now if you refresh it. Right now perfect. So right now there is our one data, and also you can see it's now display as a one designation, because right now there is no data. So when that will be as a 10 post, automatically our another designation will be executed. Okay, so perfect. Here it's now successfully loaded. I want to make it a little bit left side. Right now I make it as a little left side. Okay, pressing by the shift tab, I want to make it a little bit left side. So right now our all the field only want to do, it should be display the serial number, it should be display the images, and also I want to display on the action. Okay, so right now I make it as a serial number. Sorry, that will be the serial number. I want to take another head as a about. Okay, about multi-image, that will be the about multi-image, and also I want to take another one as a action. So 3 will be enough right now. I simply remove that head, that means our t head. Table head, I name it as a serial number, about multi-image, and then action. So also here we have to update. Right now we need the 3 field. Okay, that is a 3 field. So here we have to do, I have already get all that our multi-images data. I take it with this variable, I pass it by the compact method in our all multi-images, right? I hope you already know what exactly you have to do. Right now one by one we have to load all the data. For the reasons we have to load on the for each loop, right? I simply loaded on the for each. So that is our for each loop, and here I want to pass our variable that I have passed as a multi-image. I make it as item, whatever name actually choose. Now I name it as an item, and also we have to do that is our for tr, and we have to end this for each loop. Then that will be as a at the rate for each. That means the and for each, right? For each. Great. So now we have to access all the data by our item. Okay, first of all I want to load that our serial number. If you want to load that serial number, here I only want to take on the PHP blog as a PHP, and I want to initialize some of the new value. So I take one of the variable as I, and I will be initialized from to the 1. Okay, and then I want to visible it. So if you want to visible it serial number, automatically now that should be updated. Which one? Our I variable. So I variable will be as a ++. Great. And then I want to visible our images. So I have already get all the data with our all multi images. I take it with the item. Now with this item we have to access our field. So I simply want to do that is one of the image, right? That is one of the image. So better for the image, I want to add on the image tag first. So that will be the image tag. I simply added that image tag, and into the src, into this src area, now I want to display it. That will be as an asset. So that will be as an asset, and into this asset area here, now I have already get all the data with our item. So now with this item I want to access our field name. If you go to our database, our field name as a multi image, right? So I name it as a multi underscore image. Now that should be display our multi image. Now let's check this out first. I want to click as a save all. If you now go to our project, that means here right now I refresh it. Right now, you can see it's now successfully loaded all that our images. Great. And you can see our serial is also updated. Better for the images, I want to put on of the wide height. Okay. After this I want to put on the style. Okay, style, and I want to put on the style for the wide. I want to make it as a 60 pixel. Okay, 60 pixel, and also I want to take another one as a height. I want to make it as a 60 pixel. Now that will be a little bit small size image. Now click as a save all. Now if you go refresh it, there is 60 pixel. Okay, that is all that our multiple images is visible perfectly. Okay, better I want to do that is a 60 wide, I make it as a 60, height I make it as a 50. Okay, now click as a save all. Now refresh it. It's much better. So now in our action, into this action area, I want to load two of this button. One will be as a edit button, another will be as a delete button. Okay, so if you want to do this work, there is our another TD. So into this TD area, now we have to load two of this button. Okay, so better I want to do here. I want to take one of the a href. So that will be a and then href, and I want to close. Okay, I want to close it. I want to close that a. Great. So into this href area here, I want to put on the class name. And there's a class name. I will use that as a btn info. Okay, btn and info. And I want to use one of the small button, so then that will be a small sm. Okay, with this sm, that means that it will be one of the small button. I simply loaded one of the button, and here I want to use one of the icon. Okay, if you want to use that icon, better I want to use one of the title. The title, I want to use the title. Or title name will be as a edit data. Okay, edit data. And for the icon, if you go to our theme, in our backend theme, into this backend theme, you can see there is some of the icon. I want to use some of the mixed icon, material icon, font or some icon, whatever actually you choose. So that is all that our font or some icon. Okay, so now I want to use for the edit. Better I want to search it as edit icon. There is some of the different type of edit icon, right? So now I want to check it. Yeah, that is actually perfect as a fa edit. So I want to use it. So if you want to use it, first of all, we have to do better. I want to first of all save it, because here if you want to use it, we have to use it another way. Like if you go, you can see that is our use here. With this, we have to use it. I copy it. And now in our icon here, I want to paste it. So our icon class will be as a fa edit. So I simply copy it. Now I paste it. So now that will be as a fa edit. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all. Now if you go particular page, now refresh it. You can see perfectly is now display as edit icon, and that is our icon. And also I want to take another one for the delete. I copy it. And after that I paste it, so that will be as a btn not info. I want to use another class as a danger. There is a danger class. That means that will be as a rate type. Perfect. And that will be our title. Title means if you actually put your cursor, it will be show some of the message. You can see there is edit data. It's display as edit data. And also for the danger, I want to make it as a delete data. Okay, delete data. Okay, and for the delete data, I also want to take another icon. Okay, I want to load another icon. If you go another icon, I want to search with the trash. So trash, you can see there is another trash icon. So now I want to use it. Okay, so that will be our another class name as a fast, and then far trash alert. I copy it, and I want to use another icon class. So that will be another icon class. I simply paste it. Okay, I simply paste it. Now that should be updated. Click as a save all. If you now go to our page, now that should be another action. Click as a refresh. You can see now there is another action as a delete. And if you put your cursor, it's display our title name as a delete data. Perfect. Our serial is updated, our data table is loaded. After the 10 images, automatically that will be loaded. Our pagination, our images is also successfully loaded, and then action. So right now all the data simply I get it from our database, right? So it's now successfully loaded. So next video I want to do, I want to edit it, and also I want to delete it, I want to update it. So step by step I want to complete all the total code application for the multi images. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.